before I get to the trade deadline, I want to talk about the training staff. I know fans get upset with the training staff when players get injured. And it's not really fair because it's a contact collision sport. And what are they supposed to do? There's going to be a certain amount of injuries that are unavoidable and just bad luck. But there's other kind of injuries that these guys might be maybe not responsible for, but kind of responsible for. So let's differentiate. Mykal Williams tearing his ACL on this turf. Is that the Niners training staff? Is that their fault? Obviously not. Fred Warner breaking his ankle. Is that the training staff's fault? Obviously not. That's just bad luck, or you could blame it to have 10 men on the field. Definitely not on Ben, whoever the guy's name is. What's it? Dustin Little, not Ben Peterson. But when players come back too early because they were cleared by the training staff and re-injure the same injury, that's on them. And that happened this week. Yetur Gross-Matos, one of the highest paid players on the team. He's been injured since they signed him last year. They've been trying so hard to manage his injuries and get him on the field. He missed the last, 3 or 4 weeks or more with a hamstring strain. Robert Saleh says he's back. He's coming back this week. But what happens on Thursday in practice? He re-injures the hamstring, which once again indicates that he shouldn't have been practicing that much. And he wasn't back. And the Niners rushed him back. And those are the kind of mistakes that you can't have. I mean, I think the players need to have confidence in the training staff, the organization, the fans, that they know what they're doing. They're not pushing these players back on the field before they're ready just so the Niners can win a game, maybe. That they're detached from all that pressure to win this week. That's not their job. To bend the rules or, whatever. I'm not saying bend the rule, but just bend their standards, lower their standards and say, yeah, I know. Normally, we wouldn't clear them, but we really need this one. It's a big one. So it's the re-aggravations that ultimately land at their feet or at the feet of, the coaching staff too, if these guys are just following orders. So there's the Yetur Gross-Matos one, and then there's the big one, Brock Purdy. He injures his toe week 1. That's not their fault. That's not the training staff's fault. He injures his toe again week 4. That's absolutely the training staff's fault because they said he was cleared and ready to go. They said he was 100% ready and there was no risk of re-injury. Wrong. If he had went out there and injured his shoulder, that wouldn't have been their fault, but a new injury. But the same one, because he wasn't ready to take a hit, but you thought he was, that's on you. So again, if it happens one more time this season, given the money the 49ers have invested in Brock Purdy, someone could get fired. Could be Dustin Little. It could be someone higher up than him. That's why I think the Niners are being so careful. They understand that they're, messing with the highest paid player in the organization. I think the Yorks care about what happens to Brock, even if Mac Jones does well. If the training staff keeps getting Brock injured, the same injury over and over again because they won't let it freaking heal, someone's going to have to pay for that. So it's a serious situation. They know it. And I think that's another reason why we're going to see Brock Purdy have an extended. I wouldn't expect him to play against the Rams, even if they thought he gave him the best chance to win, which he might. I have no idea. I don't think he's going to play. And I don't think it's necessarily just Brock holding himself out. I think this is the 49ers training staff saying, oh, shit, we cannot make that same mistake. It's just too bad that they made the same mistake with Yetur Gross-Matos. He's important, especially now that Mykal Williams is out for the year. I mean, within 3 days, they lost their two best interior rushers. Thank goodness they traded for Keon White. And I didn't really see him make an impact today, but Cleveland Farrell did. Off the practice squad, he had the sack. He was making plays against the run. They're going to have to add another defensive lineman after these two went down. I mean, really, they really have to. I don't know who they will. But yeah, if you're calling for the training staff, you have to look at these recurring re-aggravations